And welcome back, everyone, to Lantern Corps from, I believe it's NASCAR 454. Question of, what is the Fast and Furious family, Lantern Corps? I was about to say Zombog too, that's later. But, yeah, so I've actually done Dominic already, Vin Diesel's character. But if we're looking at the group as a whole, from Dominic to, I believe, David, that's Paul Walker's character's name. His sister, Letty, The Rock's character, Ludacris's character. Tyree, again, I can't actually remember all their characters, mostly because I'm not hugely fond of the Fast and Furious movies. They're fine. I've seen a giant chunk of them. The point is that what Lantern Corps fits them kind of as a totality of characters. Like, is there any, like, are they like a core made up of other Lantern Corps, or are they just, quite frankly, one Lantern Corps? And I mean, we would really just look down the line at the Lantern Corps that currently are in effect and just see what's available to choose from and what works for either the collective group or otherwise. Now, like, right out the gate, the Lantern Corps of Sorrow does kind of work for a few of them, but only in certain circumstances. Like, they're not perpetually sad, nor are they, like, super depressed all the time. They've had moments of being near rock bottom, but have gotten right back up. Also, not Gold Lanterns. None of these guys qualify for Gold Lanterns. Lanterns of Shame, though, is not a bad option. Especially with, like, Paul Walker's character. That one could work, at least for him. But none of them are Lanterns of Life. None of them are really Lanterns of Death. Lanterns of Hope is not like a horrible option either, but it's kind of like faith more in each other than anything else. It'd be a weaker variation of Hope, but it'd still be Hope nonetheless. None of them are really Lanterns of Greed either. None of them are really Lanterns of Compassion because they all have it. Rage is one where it could show up occasionally, but it's like circumstantial during each film. Fear, I mean, they don't really inspire great fear. I mean, yes, they are wanted fugitives, but being wanted and being inspiring great fear aren't exactly one-to-one. Really, it came down to two options here. When you really break it in, sorry, there we go. Two options here. One is obviously the Lanterns of Will, overcoming great fear, having great willpower. And yeah, I mean, that's a strong candidate, admittedly, with most of these guys. I will admit, though, with a couple of them, I think it's Roman, right? That's Tyrese's character. Roman, for example, is still, like, really scared at the time. So I don't know if that quite works for him. But I mean, it's not impossible. But the other one, obviously, is Love. And this is, honestly, as much as it's kind of on the nose, the one that makes, I think, the most sense for the collective group of the Fast family. For the Toretto family extended, if you will. Because they are more or less doing what they're doing, admittedly for the love of it, like the thrill, but also because for the love of they have for each other, familial, romantic, or otherwise. So, I would probably lean for the overall family as Love Lanterns, but Green I think would be the secondary option. I think some honorable mentions for at least a couple individuals in the group would be Shame. You could, in some circumstances, have White as well, Gray, Sorrow. There might be some circumstances of Red as well. So it really all depends on when you catch them in the series. Because if you catch them in the series, Letty and Dominic definitely had moments of being Red Lanterns. Oh, 1,000%. But then again, Paul Walker's character, what definitely had some shame to him. I think definitely in the fourth movie, he certainly had shame added on there. So yeah, I mean, depending on where you catch them in the film series, you can get other Lantern Corps in here. But if we're looking for one core Lantern or one Lantern Corps that fits the entire group, Love probably is the one that makes the most sense. Anyway, that's my thoughts, though. What do you think? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.